news is that the Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta has been announced for the PS4 is August 19th, and then for Xbox One is August 26th, which sucks. It's the first time in the Call of Duty franchise that Xbox is getting it second, and it will be like that for the rest of this game, but I guess good for me. I'm going to try and stay out of this cycle and not buy a Call of Duty game again, because I'm tired of getting my money taken from me. On that note, there's some other cool stuff about games that are coming out for holiday season. We've got Tomb Raider coming out, which is amazing, and I cannot wait. I've been just watching gameplay for it, and it looks gorgeous. And another cool thing is that China has lifted their ban on gaming consoles, and Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo can now sell consoles in China. So I'm really excited about that, because I do have friends that are from China, and I know like how it is there, and it sucks in that the world of anime and games is their escape. So the fact that they'll be able to do this is cool, but it also might impact the games, because they're still going to have censorship on what can be seen in the game. So how they're going to have to alter certain things, and maybe certain titles won't be able to go over there, but at least they have the consoles, so that's a start.
Right.
So, but I think that's about it for now. Just a little dabble in some things that are cool in the gaming world, and that Call of Duty game is not happening. I'm not falling for it. Not again. Too many years.
Not again.
For the holiday?
Yes, and the beta is playable next month, which is cool, and it's coming out for this holiday season, yes.
I was actually at a Hallmark store the other day, and I saw the holiday ornaments, the new ones coming out.
Yeah.
They got a lot of Star Wars, Planet of the Apes.
Dude, can we talk? Hey. All right.
They have new ones. No, they have a Nightmare Before Christmas, new ones.
Stop.
And they also have new ones to Star Trek. And the Star Trek one, I'm telling everybody to buy that one, because it's the scene where Spock is dying and Kirk is on the other side with the glass.
Oh, in the chamber, yeah.
Yeah, the chamber. And I say that's the one to buy, because if you remember, Leonard Nimoy died this year. So
yeah, he did.
I think that was in honor of that, because these ornaments, they're not around next year. They have a new one.
Yeah, it'll be gone.
So if you're gonna buy one, at least buy that one. But there are so many awesome ones.
Yeah, Hallmark has a lot of those too.
The Hallmark ones. That's what I'm
talking
about.
Those are the dude. I have a Nightmare Before Christmas one. It's the like iconic scene where he falls down at the end of What's This? Oh gosh.
The new ones are great.
Yeah. Stop it. I'm gonna buy them all.
Going along with the anime, Funimation, did I pronounce that right? Funimation. They have licensed 3 popular anime shows. One is Assassination Classroom. As a teacher, kind of doesn't sound good to me, but Assassination Classroom, Season 2, premieres in 2016. Another one, I'm not pronouncing it right, Noin. To Your Other Self, quote unquote. It's coming on Blu-ray first time in November. And the third one is Mach Go Go Go. Do you guys know which one that is?
I know of it. I haven't seen it yet, though. Mach Go Go Go.
It's actually Speed Racer.
Yeah.
So it actually is Speed Racer, or it's like a variant?
It is Speed Racer.
Speed Racer, I messed with heavy back in the day, so yeah, I thought this was like something that was inspired by it.
Any theme song?
But yeah.
That's it.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dude,
dun.
have you guys seen the Fairly Odd Parents episode where Timmy goes through?
I'll stop.
So happy.
I can't turn the damn thing off right now. Go ahead.
No, my favorite thing is there's a Fairly Odd Parents episode where like I guess it's a movie maybe where he gets this remote and he goes through like all the TV stations and he ends up in like Speed Racer, like the whole thing with Cosmo Wanda or like the monkey, like you got the monkey, you've got like all that stuff, like Jumps in, yeah. So I think it's just so funny and iconic that they did a few things like that, that we would know when like kids are just like, what the heck is this? This is so ridiculous. I'm like, no, you don't understand. you don't get it. You don't understand.
Yes.
So
Did you like the movie when it came out?
The live action one?
Yeah.
I like that they tried, but
Yeah.
it didn't quite hit for me. I feel like a lot of the charm that was captured in the anime didn't transfer well to live action. The whole Spritle and Chim Chim being like as slapsticky and as comical as they are, the jokes don't hit quite as hard when they're in live action as opposed to them being in anime form. So
And that's the key thing. What you said, a lot of things where they sometimes just fails in transferring.
But thinking about this though, sorry, side note, just because it's so important you're talking about this, one movie I think that transfers from cartoon to live action perfectly, and I don't know why it did it, was Scooby-Doo.
Don't have your head.
I love the second,
it did well.
the second Scooby-Doo movie. I think they casted Shaggy was just on point, and I think that's what needed to be.
The dude that played Shaggy was cool. Even to another degree,
he still does the voice of Shaggy in the new cartoons. He does.
Yeah, in the new one he does the voice now because it was a solid Shaggy, and to another degree, I thought Velma was really good just because I've always had a thing for Velma.
Yes, but I think
Freddie Prinze Jr. and Southern Showgirl.
But what I mean, like, is like the cartoon-esque like things, like when they all like stop and then walk backwards at the same time. Like they kept that stuff, and it worked. You know what I mean? As live action, that quirkiness, like in an anime, you can't make a person get dark lines of despair and then shrink or like get really big, glittery, sparkly eyes. Like we don't see that translating when you do the live action for animes.
Yeah.
Like Scooby-Doo, it worked. You know what I mean? Like those quirky moments. So that's why I was like,
hey, and so I should bring up Scooby-Doo, Krystel, because this week they announced a new Scooby-Doo series.
Stop.
Another one?
Stop.
Yeah, and he is.
He's not gonna die, man. It's not gonna die.
Biggest Hanna-Barbera character. He's had more. There's more cartoons of Scooby-Doo than there are of the Flintstones or any other Hanna-Barbera character. He's the number one guy. Also, the announcement it looks like Xena's coming back. Lucy Lawless is bringing Xena back.
Apparently Xena's coming back. Is it gonna be Lucy Lawless or is this just like a 2 year? Okay.
Because I think Lucy's done. I mean, she had a good run with Battlestar Galactica and Spartacus.
Spartacus,
she put her on S.H.I.E.L.D. and what was she on, like 2 episodes?
I don't know. I stopped watching S.H.I.E.L.D. after like season 1. So.
Oh yeah, I
stopped. I got bored. So.
We tore that up. Remember 7 the first few weeks shooting this thing, put it out of its misery. It's when they connected it to Captain America where it picked up, but it again.
But I don't know. I felt like the show was reliant on the films and not the other way around. Like something could happen in the films that are important. None of that translates the other way from the show. It's like the show is completely tertiary to anything that matters. So I stopped. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, I quit watching that. And I'm going to stop watching Arrow because I can't take it anymore.
Well, that's your problem. That sounds like a personal problem. But the problems that I had with season 3, I could ignore on the grounds that the first 2 seasons were so strong and they did their own thing. The whole trying to turn Oliver Queen into Batman thing didn't work for me, but I feel that now that he's actually in a happy place because he gets to nail Felicity on a regular basis, that he's going to kind of get more like a light edge to him.
Can we just talk about how I love Felicity and the fact that nobody... if you don't ship them together, you're not watching the show right, okay?
I feel like
that's how I feel.
any credibility that she had as a character, I feel, was sacrificed the minute that she and Oliver slept in the Rachel Goes Tower. I didn't want that to happen because I love Felicity's character. I respected her as a character. She brought something to the team that nobody else had. And now she's just another chick that Oliver's nailed in the past.
Well, I'm tired of the show. It's like Oliver slept with every woman on the show. But you guys
are acting like that's not the character, though.
Look,
that is such the character, though. Like, you're trying to act like it's trying to say, like, oh, Nightwing doesn't bag how many chicks. It's trying to say that, Red Arrow doesn't get with how many different women. That's their character. Come on, Batman was with how many women? Batman had how many girls on the side?
All these characters that he slept with have been sidelined or they don't matter.
Whatever. And then they become their own titles and get their own comic books.
That's not going to happen for
Come on, listen. I'm just saying.
Actually, it's interesting. I want to back you up on that, Krystel, because Batman not only bags the good girls, He bags the bad girls too. I mean, he's got like no kind of. I never thought about that before.
Listen, he bags the in between girls.
No. Really quick though, since we're going off on this tangent of he's nailed so many girls. Name one girl in the comic books that Oliver Queen sleeps with on a regular basis that actually matters. And then when we boil down to Black Canary, without using Black Canary, who is it that Oliver Queen is connected to in the comics that actually matters? That he's like, oh my god, I like this chick. Go ahead, I'll wait.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it should be Black Canary. This isn't Arrow. That's what I'm saying. I'm not watching the show. It's not Arrow. I don't know what you guys are watching.
They upped the CW-ness of the show.
They took Deathstroke, but took on the Teen Titans by himself, the Justice League by himself, and he loses.
Yeah, we talked about how we didn't
guy
like the whole
who I don't think has faith in this show anymore. I mean, why are you jumping into another franchise with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Why did that guy who played Roy Harper jump ship too?
He didn't jump ship.
He left.
He didn't leave, dude. He's gonna be in the other show, the Teen Titans thing.
Yeah.
And then he's going to come back, and they're gonna have the big crossover episode between that Arrow,
you know they
Teen
have
Titans,
and now they hired.
They have a plan. It's not like he's just
upset when the show is doing exactly what Oliver Queen is bagging how many girls and dude. That's
I just think it's CW at work because they're all attractive, so of course they're all gonna nail each other. That's the only reason why that's there. When
did we complain in Supernatural when Ruby was a thing? Did we complain in Supernatural?
No. When it comes to Ruby,
the dad's coming back
to the plot. What significance do any of the other females that Oliver's banged over the last 2-3 seasons really brought to the show? Like, what importance is that? Remember the one cop chick that showed up for like 3 episodes?
It's just desperation. No. It's just desperation because they did have that bad season. And they have to, but I personally wish that I don't know. I like the tension between him and Felicity, how it was
tension. She moped this season, dude. She whined and pissed and moaned and cried and complained. And Oliver was just like, okay, I hear you, but I'm going to do what I want to anyway because they're making me Batman this season. And then he leaves. So
yeah, but then she gets with the rich guy. And
then she's on... Yeah, then she's on freaking Ray Palmer's testicles for like 2 seconds. And then Oliver comes back, and then it's business as usual. And then they basically just strip me of the respect that I had for her because she's like, okay, you might die tomorrow, so we may as well have sex. And I'm just going to sacrifice any type of weight or gravity or hold that I had over you as a character. I'm just going to relinquish. Why? Because the pretty young girls want to see us have sex. So I'm like...
I really feel like, though, that's a strategic move for the character because that's what he does. Like, he does that to every woman he's with. He's just like, I'm going to make you feel special and I'm going to make you feel like you're the one and then I'm going to, like, throw you away. He does that to every single girl. But that's who he is. You can't blame Felicity for
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't blame Felicity.
Okay, because that was me. I was getting all like, whoa, don't be all mad at Felicity for doing what happens. Right.
The only thing less questionable than your appreciation for Felicity is mine. So when it comes to that, them stripping her down and basically making this season's bimbo because she didn't do anything, she just complained a lot, and then she had sex with Oliver. Those are the two.
I hear a lot of tension in your voice right now, sir.
Because I really dug her character. I feel like when it came to the characters in Arrow, there are certain characters you connect with in The Flash. There are certain characters you connect with in Arrow.
Can we talk about how Dean is just like, I really don't even care about their relationship.
And the crazy thing is, though,
like, I don't even watch it for that part. They have relationships in the show? Since when did
but
they
you know
have
what?
There's sex scenes?
This is perfect. This is perfect because this is what's wrong with the show.
That this season had problems.
It's
to the point where I'm like, I might stop watching.
A superhero show about Arrow. It's not even Arrow.
Right.
I don't know who the heck this character is. Like they don't know who the character is.
They tried to make him
They're incompetent in their casting. They just hired a black actor named Jimmy Akingbola to play Baron Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, I read about that.
He's a Nazi.
I read about that. He's a Nazi. So,
that's
but
what the show's getting to.
The thing about it is, though,
I'm announcing it today. I'm working for Marvel. I'm playing the Black Panther. What the heck? Who hires a black guy to play a Nazi? Do you people know who Nazis are?
Because the edge is there. If you notice,
in the show, white people with blonde hair. Guess who was out? Guess who he was going to kill next after the Jews? Anybody who wasn't white. And you hire a black guy to play a Nazi.
Okay, but the thing about this is, Dean, in Arrow,
I'm not watching you. You stink.
he's going out. In Arrow, right? They're infamous for taking classic characters and doing different iterations of them strictly for the show. They try to basically make them more human, quote unquote, and they do different versions of them. With the Blitzkrieg thing, I have no defense for that. So with that, I gotta hand on. I have no defense for it whatsoever. I read that. I read that article and I was like, Baron Blitzkrieg. I'm like, the dude that had the swastika thing. I'm like, but he was.
Yeah.
He was awesome. And then I do a double take and look at the actor that was playing, and I'm just like.
I mean, the name alone, like, come on, guys. Like, are you trying, like, you see that and featuring, like.
Mistakes have been made. Mistakes have most definitely been made.
You think?
So, the thing about it is, jumping back
really,
to
Drew?
overall,
Is that how you want to label it?
Mistakes have been made. But the thing about it is, the pluses of Arrow and the things that I love about the show trump the things that I've had problems with. This season had a few. Don't get me wrong, Dean. They had a few. But overall, I think that now that, you know, Oliver's gotten that whole out of his system with Felicity, now he can actually go and towards hopefully be more of like that kind of lighthearted, more roguish, what's his name? Robin Hood-esque